Hello, welcome to Costa Rica. This is Susan, Speech with Susan. I'm a speech pathologist with Houston Area Parkinson's Society, and I'm living in Costa Rica now. And this is another class, speech class with Susan. Oh, my cat. All right, so let's get started. Let me tell you a few things that we're going to be working on. We want to work on swallowing, breath support, strength of the voice, oral motor, and cognition. We'll do a little task of cognition, and I think I said breath support. So all these exercises are very good to do every day, and they're targeted to work on specific areas of that Parkinson's affects, like breath support, swallowing, voice, loudness. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hold an ah sound, sorry. We're going to hold an ah sound for 20 seconds. I'm going to do it one time. Then for time constraints, let's pause the video and do it about 4 or 5 more times. So taking a big, deep breath here, let's do an ah sound. Great. Pause the video and do it about 4 or 5 more times. Okay, welcome back. Let's do the next one. This one is to work on the pitch, the inflections that we have in our normal speech. It's raising our voice as high as we can, holding it for 3 to 5 seconds, and doing it one right after another. The larynx raises when we swallow. You can see somebody swallow, their larynx goes up. It's also, the larynx kind of goes up, tilts forward, the vocal cords fan out a little bit, giving you a little higher pitch. So we'll do it about 5 times, one right after another, holding for 3 to 5 seconds. So it's a high-pitched sound. Here we go. Again. 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 Great. Stop the video and do it about 5 more times. Okay. Welcome back. Let's do the swallowing exercises. This one, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, we always do these. The first one's called the Masako. Stick your tongue between your teeth and your lips and swallow. Now what that does, normally all your life your tongue goes back to hit that posterior pharyngeal wall, the wall that's back there, hits that, and that wall comes forward just a little bit, and they valve, part of the swallowing. But this time we've got the tongue forward, this wall is going to have to move. It's going to have to work harder to touch the base of the tongue or the back of the tongue to do the swallow. So your tongue is sticking out, and then you swallow. Not easy to do if it's the first time. I've done it thousands and thousands of times, most of my career. But it is good for working on the valving, the muscles, the very intense muscles that are needed for swallowing. Okay, and so do that about 5 times. Stop the video and do that. Okay, welcome back again. Next one is called the Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn is where you're just doing a normal swallow, but what happens is you're stopping in the middle of the swallow. The epiglottis, which is your flap in your throat, flips over, covers the airway. You can't breathe. You're holding your breath for about 3 to 5 seconds, then releasing, air comes out, and it's kind of an exhale. So you can see a strain on my face because I'm holding my breath in the middle of a swallow. So I'm swallowing, I stop in the middle of the swallow. So here we go. And then I release. Air is exhaled because it's been pressurized, and then when I release, it comes out. So it's an exhale once you release. Stop the video and do that about 5 more times. Welcome back again. Last exercise for swallowing is the shakur, and that is where you're laying on a firm bed or on the carpeted floor, and you lift just your head up, look at your toes, and you try to hold it for 60 seconds. So that works all the muscles in the neck that support swallowing, and then some of the intensifies the muscles that are swallowing, they're working as well. So it engages them, but it's a good exercise. Looking, and all you're doing is just looking at your toes. You're keeping your shoulders back on the floor, just looking at your toes. Try to do that for 60 seconds. Very difficult to do, but work up to what you can do. All right, next exercise is breath support. So we've done one where you're doing ah and holding it for 20 seconds, using the vocal cords as the governor. So now the vocal cords are going to be open. We're just going to inhale and exhale. So now we're just basing our the work on keeping the lungs, so we're not rushing air out. So you're inhaling for a count of 3 through the nose, exhaling for a count of 8 through the nose. So let's try that. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, next on the list is we're not going to hold this because it takes up too much of the time. So you're going to want to pucker your lips and hold that pucker or the kiss for 60 seconds as tight as you can. It's contracting the muscle around the lips, or the muscle that makes up the lips, and extending the muscles that are the antagonist muscles of the orbicularis. Then the last 10 seconds you're pulling tighter, because as the minute goes, you're kind of releasing. The muscles are kind of relaxing just a little bit. In the last 10 seconds you're pulling tighter. So then when you smile and holding that for 60 seconds, you need to maintain labial seal, so that the purpose of this is to reduce the occurrence of drooling, because you have a labial seal. As we get older, and compounded on top of that with Parkinson's, you're not managing saliva, and Parkinson's patients begin to pool their saliva, and then it starts drooling because they've lost the tension in the lips. And I think we produce 600 milliliters of saliva a day, and we swallow about 1,000 times, and as we age it's a lot less, and we are usually still maintaining the saliva production. Now there is medications to help reduce it, but what's very important is the enzymes in the saliva, which helps break down the food for digestion. So with this one, you're puckering for 60 seconds, last 10 seconds pulling tighter, then releasing and maintaining a labial seal, lip seal. Smile for 60 seconds with the last 10 seconds pulling tighter. All right, stop the video and do that. It'll take about a little over 2 minutes to do. All right, and welcome back. And let's do the last one, the cervical exercises, where we're going to work the muscles that support the muscles for swallowing and voice that we use. So we're going to do a chin to the right shoulder, drop your left, and we're going to hold. What I'd like for you to do is hold for 20 seconds, but we're going to hold for about 10. But I want you to get the idea of the reason why we do this exercise. It is important. Then chin to the left shoulder, drop your right. Right ear to right shoulder, drop your left, pull it back, chin to 2 o'clock position, so you get a stretch all the way down. Then left ear to left shoulder, drop your right, pull it back, chin to 10 o'clock position, Nice stretch from chin all the way down to the right shoulder. Okay, last one is just chin to chest. We're stretching the muscles on either side of the cervical spine. All right, wonderful. And the last little bit of this speech video, we do some cognition. So I'm going to do, it's called Double Trouble. And it is, I'm going to give you three words, and we find one word that precedes each one of the three words. So for instance, if I say cat, flower, and life, what word would it be? Be maybe wildflower, wildcat, and wildlife. Okay, let's do the next one. Cheese, puff, soda. What word would precede these words? You might have said cream, which would be perfect. Cream cheese, cream puff, and cream soda. Let's do the next one. Place, proof, fly. I bet you said fire. Fireplace, fireproof, and firefly. Let's do this one. Light, bulb, back. How about the word flash? Flashlight, flash bulb, and flashback. Next, coat, notch, and knot, K-N-O-T. Coat, notch, and knot. How about the word top? Top coat, top notch, and top knot. Here we go. Check, off, dirt. Paycheck, pay off, and pay dirt. Dog, tub, plate. Hot dog, hot tub, and hot plate. Plant, shell, head. How about the word egg? Eggplant, eggshell, and egghead. Right? Office, spring, car. Box would work. Box office, box springs, box car. Last one. Door, test, and writer, W-R-I-T-E-R. Word screen, screen door, screen test, and a screen writer. Wonderful. So these are, this is another session with Speech with Susan. I try to do a couple of month, 2 a month. HAPS Online has wonderful resources, caregiver information, and lots of great classes by instructors. I teach a speech on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. And there's also other speech classes. There's yoga, there's Tai Chi, there's physical therapy. I'm trying to think of the other ones a ton of them. Some of them meet in person, so if you can go, wonderful. If you want to do the classes at home, then you can do that as well. My class meets on Thursdays, 10:30 to 11:30. I think there's one on Mondays. I know there's one on Tuesdays, but they're all very, very good classes, all good instructors. And you just need to go to HAPS Online, HAPS online.org, and that will get you a list of all the classes, the resources. They're there to help you. Okay, and all of them are free, and they've got great seminars too that are good. So until I see you again, This is Susan. I'm a speech pathologist, and I'm in with HAPS Online as their speech pathologist, one of their speech pathologists, coming to you from Costa Rica.